So the sheriff in Brevet County, he has a warning for protesters. Like, if you hit one of the officers, you'll end up in the hospital, in jail, and even might be bitten by a dog.
He probably been waiting to say that for years. He probably been waiting for we could bring the dogs back.
Yo.
Don't you be a fool, you finna hear the truth. Watch me do what I do on the pod with the mic, and I ain't keeping it cool. Gotta bring the heat, gotta hit the street, gotta stay 100, they ain't scaring me. You wanna censor a boss, you wanna censor a king. I'm not taking a loss, facts is all I bring. I'm speaking candidly, ancestors they stand with me. It's Pharaoh and Dessalines, the blunt of reality.
What's going on, Blunteers? It's your boy, Dessalines.
Here with Pharaoh. Yo, Blunteers, we got a new episode for you guys. Stay tuned. Let's get it in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pharaoh, I think I'm going to just go straight into it, man.
Let's go.
All right. Blunteers, on June 6, 2025, protests erupted in Los Angeles after Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agents raided several city locations to arrest individuals allegedly involved in illegal immigration to the United States. Some protests have turned into riots after protesters clashed with the Los Angeles Police Department and ICE, but most have remained peaceful and occurred within a roughly 5-block stretch of downtown Los Angeles. Sheesh.
Yeah. Yo, you know, this especially gets me upset, man, because you know what's so upsetting about this whole thing?
Why?
Because you got illegal migrants coming here and protesting. Look, I understand you can protest all you want, but when it comes to coming to America and coming here illegally and also rioting and destroying property, I've seen some of the videos. Yo, I was disgusted, Dessalines. Like, you've got police officers risking their lives. They're front and center. You got ICE agents. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to all these people keeping us safe, man. Because let me just tell you this: all it takes is for other states to see what's going on and add on to the chaos. You get what I mean? How do you feel about that, man?
I mean, listen, me personally, how I feel about it, I honestly, I'm disappointed in people who are wanting to be in the States, right? And they're putting up these Mexican flags on United States soil. Mm-hmm. A lot of politics and people in the media have brought up this conversation. I started to think about it. As a black man in America, of course, it's hard for some of us to be patriotic because of what we go through on a daily basis, whatever the unfair shit. But then there's the large group of us that have fought through all the bricks and all the walls and took advantage of what America has given us. Yeah. And we are privileged, man. As American citizens, we are privileged in the United States of America. It's very easy to be a victim, but it's hard to be a successful story. Yep. You understand what I'm saying? Because that means you tunnel vision. Now, they say there's peaceful protests and riots going on, right? Yeah.
That doesn't go. That literally the complete opposite of
you know what it is they clash against each other, and it's really easy to mash them up all with each other, right? Because yes, you may have a peaceful protester right here, right, and then you have it turn into something else. Then they're like, all right, National Guard come through, and it's like, all right, so now what you were doing peacefully got messed up by this one bad individual that deems the entire protest null and void anymore. Exactly. It's easy to put an undercover FBI agent to turn all peaceful protests into some bullshit just to give the, National Guard or whoever is in control of that shit the okay to be like, here come the rubber bullets, come the tear gas, here comes the water and shit like that. Back in the day, they ain't need that. Back in the day, you saw it was peaceful. They still sick the dogs on you. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's the truth. Yeah, when civil rights was going on. Yeah. The last LA riots, blood tears, was in 92. It was after the beating of Rodney King. There was a guy named Rodney King, and police basically beat the shit out of him. And, it was a boom of racism in the city where they rioted and basically said, hey, yo, y'all can't be doing this to us. Look what we'll do to the city if you do this to a black man ever again. And you know, it's controversial because you're destroying these people's businesses, trying to get a message out because that's the only way you know how to communicate. But at the same time, does it solve anything? Yeah,
mind you, Blunteers, I want to make this clear. This is completely different from what's going on right now, because these people that are destroying LA, they're not from this country. And you know, I know that there's different sides to it, right? But understand this: at what point, right? Because everybody wants to come here for you know, new life, you know, but at the same time, at what point do we not live up to certain standards as a country? The thing that we're going through now, we have to understand, like, okay, is this going to help our country or is it going to make our country go into a decline? I think these are some important questions that need to be asked when you're looking at the two sides. Because to be a great country, there's certain standards that we must uphold as Americans. There's certain things that we just can't allow. And when you're looking at the laws, we have to obey the laws. These are certain things. Don't you want your children and your nieces and nephews, your mother, your father, don't you want them to feel safe when they're in the cities?
You want them to be safe. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So you guys, I understand there's certain things that we just got to take the good with the bad and the ugly. And these are just facts. You get what I'm saying?
No, I completely understand what you're saying, and you know, always got to like look towards the other side. It's as a leader, as a person who's looking at it from a wide objective place. Yeah, of course, we need to. You know, that's what most governments are saying. Hey, the lawlessness will not be tolerated because you fall into a different place after that. But individually, there's emotions attached to it, and I think that's where it's at. That's why people are protesting.
Okay, and
usually it comes from feelings.
Okay,
it
cool.
Always comes from feelings, and then feelings are often, you know, when it comes to people, regular people, their feelings usually make people make wrong choices or actions and shit like that.
Okay, good. And
there's consequences.
Exactly. That's where I was actually going to go with that.
No, there's consequences for that.
You can go act on your emotions. Look, all day long. You do what you want to do. But guess what? We're not going to stand for this. Because I'm going to tell you right now, and I've mentioned this multiple times on this platform that we have, right?
Right.
I want to see this country outperforming all other countries in every single area.
Right.
Even in justice. But we have to take a look at it. This is not justice. And this is why, in comparison to, I don't want to too fast forward it, but in comparison to like Florida, they have anti-rioting laws that they're going to be passing real soon. And I'm not going to lie to you, I like it. I'm going to give you a few reasons why I'm actually for this when it comes to this type of extremeness.
Right.
So the sheriff in
Brevard County?
Yeah, Brevard County, right? He warns, he has a warning for protesters, like if you hit one of the officers, you'll end up in the hospital, in jail, and even might be bitten by a dog. Like, these are things that he was saying. He said, yo, if you touch our...
He probably been waiting to say that for years. He probably been waiting for we could bring the dogs back.
Yo. But look, LA is soft as shit right now. I'm not going to lie. Hey, yo, for what Trump is doing, I think he got like 4,000 fucking National Guard out there.
Right.
The numbers are going to just keep going up because, look, LA should be an example for other states. If you bring that bullshit in this damn state, and that's why I like Florida, because like a lot of people won't agree with a lot of shit.
So Blunt, Florida is a red state, while California is a blue state.
Yeah.
And you know, for those who don't know politics, that means red is Republican, blue is Democrat. And you know, of course, if anybody's been paying attention, Trump overwhelmingly blew out the blue side like a motherfucker, right? And because of that, this is the world we in.
Yeah.
LA is the perfect example of where things can go when you allow the blue leadership to take place. And then you got motherfuckers like who's President Trump stepping in. I saw some shit the other day. They were saying if Kamala was in office, she'd have let that shit rock to the damn city burn to the
and we
ground.
can't honestly we can't let this type of shit happen, yo.
Nah.
Like, have you seen the shit Trump was cooking up in the in front of the White House?
What was going on?
He's got posters of all these illegal immigrants that he locked up, and I'm talking about the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Child abusers, SAs, rapists, bro. Check out and see what your president is doing, bro. Is putting in his pain. He's putting in his work, man. And to be honest, I'm all for it, bro. For real.
Nah, I believe it. Nah, that's crazy. And this thing is, a lot of people, it's hard for people to even appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's controversial. Because there are people with family members who don't have their papers correct, maybe, or have lost a family, to the deportation laws, right? Yeah. And that's where the sensitivity lies when we having this conversation, right? Yeah, we can say, hey, we don't want these rioters and all of that, right? That's obvious, right? You can't be burning the damn city to the ground. That's honestly, it's terrorism. Like, it's domestic terrorism.
That is domestic terrorism.
Honestly, and if you're an alien, it's more than domestic terrorism. It's actually terrorism.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So understand what you're playing with fire right now.
So before you guys throw rocks at ICE agents or whatever, understand the consequences, especially if you're not even, know what I mean?
Can you imagine if
you're not a gang?
Can you facts?
If you're not USA gang,
go back to your country. Nah, but seriously, right?
There's some Mexican.
Can you imagine?
Some Mexican nigga gonna be like, Holmes, I don't like these guys.
Nah, fuck them.
Fuck are they talking about? Holmes?
Go back to your fucking country. Nah, dead ass. But look, listen. No. Seriously, can you imagine we go to Mexico right now? We just start fucking terrorizing their people and fucking businesses up.
The cartel fuck you up before anything.
Come on, like we can't do that. So why? Look, this is what I'm talking about. What happened to this country, yo? We're allowing the nonsense to continue.
No, we're not.
We're not?
No, we're not.
Say no more. We're not allowing that shit. You hear me? God damn it.
No, I understand what you were trying to say. What I'm saying is it's not going down the way they think it's going to go down. Because right now, those people, those self-righteous liberals, whoever may Democrats, whoever y'all may be, like whoever's okay with the rioting and all of this shit and thinks that Trump is on the wrong side of history, that's okay. That's your opinion. But at the end of the day, you know what people are going to remember? That they voted for Trump and he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
Can I just say this?
He didn't lie. Anybody who's surprised by this shit, you are an idiot. Because he literally was talking about kicking niggas out. And now people, and the thing is, you have the motherfuckers who are rioting or protesting, right?
Yeah.
And granted, if you're peacefully protesting, I do feel bad about when the cops do some bull. There was a lady from Australia. She's reporting. She got shot in the ass. It's not funny. Shut up. She got shot in her ass by a rubber bullet, yo.
Right. We love our Australia.
For real.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
They said this ICE agent deliberately aimed for her ass. She thought she was just reporting. Hey, this is what's going on.
What, did she have a fatty?
I don't know, man.
It probably wasn't fat. That's why he shot it.
Chill, bro. Chill.
I'm trying to be serious here, guys. I'm trying. It's difficult. You know,
don't be protesting with no flat booties. Let me stop.
Big booty protest only. I'm just kidding.
We ICE agents. We don't want to see no flat shit walking around.
It better be fat. God damn it.
Let me stop. All right.
Yeah.
So with that all being said, right, there are some fucked up shit going. Like, let me stop cursing. There's messed up things going on when it comes to the protests. There are people who are trying to peacefully protest, and because of the manipulation and or the authority that's given to the ICE agents and or the actual National Guard that was like put over there, yo, what do you want to happen? because now you saw those cars. They had Bluntiers. They had police cars burning in the highway. I'm like,
that's
whoa,
unacceptable.
what's going on?
That's unacceptable.
And the thing is, what's the outcry? Like, people like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, hold on, what's the outcry? The outcry is, yo, stop sending illegal immigrants back. Okay. Which one of y'all are going to stop the rapists, yo?
Exactly.
No, that's a real question.
It is.
Which one of y'all are going to put on a cape, Batman, whoever the fuck you want to become, and fight all the crime that they trying to stop? Because you just said it, Trump had them on the front lawn. Who's going to stop them?
Exactly.
Oh, you're racist. Nigga, I can't be racist. It's not a racist bone in my body. There was this white woman who called a little black kid the N-word the other week, and she got money. She got money from online because they tried to cancel her. They're like, how could you call this little black baby an N-word? I was angry as hell. I'm like, yo, there are people out there who can look at kids.
Word, that shit is crazy.
And that's how evil they are. That's how bad their racism is. There are people who are walking, and this was a white woman who literally called the little kid an N-word. Know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, and they're paying her money. Racism is out there. But that was more of a situation where, white people are tired of being canceled and shit like that. I get that. That exists, yo. But this is a whole nother conversation. We're talking about potential terrorists. Mm-hmm. I remember 9/11. Right. I remember other terrorist shit that done gone on. Mm-hmm. You know, I know where that shit could lead.
Right.
Bro, if you're an illegal immigrant and you're trying to protest peacefully, I would suggest that you don't because of where it's at right now, man. You should be able to peacefully protest, but you should just chill.
Mind you, Bluntiers, we're coming from a perspective of our parents were immigrants.
Exactly.
Every single person in this room, their parents were immigrants.
Exactly.
The difference is they came here legally.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe that we actually have a right to actually speak on this because at the same time, we're not being insensitive. You know what I mean? We understand how it is.
Some may say that we're being insensitive. Some may say...
Okay, well, we were born in this country and my damn mother and father came here legally. So what the hell you want me to say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But think of it like this, right? Trump is cleaning up the mess from the last president. Do you understand how messed up this country was before President Trump came into office? Mm-hmm. So there has to be extreme actions taking place to solve extreme situations. And guess what? Trump, what the data is showing is he's the right man for the plan. Think of it like this. We had millions and millions of illegal, non-documented people coming to this country just last year. Guys, you can go look at some of the episodes that we had before.
Right.
We even had a guy from the Middle East talking about, you don't know who I am. If you were smart, you would know who I am. And he's an actual arms dealer that's in this fucking country. This operation can simply be, right, Trump's way of collecting all the illegal immigrants, not to mention they had Chinese and Middle Eastern people coming here, middle-aged men. Mm. No children. Where the hell? What happened to all these people that came in the country? For all we know, because there's been bricks and look.
Yeah.
Some of these signs look like they were written out by it was like a plan because Trump even mentioned that this can possibly some of the protesters are being paid.
Oh yeah,
right?
Let's get into that. Blunt is there's people who like there are protests that happen around. There's protests that happen around what's the name? The whole country that are completely fake.
Word. So you got to think.
Honest.
How do we know, right? Because at the end of the day, running a country, you're not going to tell everybody everything that's going on. You know, obviously certain things are done covertly, but how do we know that what Trump is doing is not the result of him taking out very extremely dangerous terrorists and the media is just not covering it because the media is owned by, deep state and all this extra shit. There's a lot of things that play into to this. So I think we need to have a little bit more discernment when it comes to what we actually want out of a country. I think we should sit down and right before you go to sleep, Bluntiers, and not just our Bluntiers, America, sit down and ask, what makes a country great? What do we have to do to accomplish such greatness? Also, what are the ugly truths that we just have to deal with when it comes to operating in a country of this magnitude? You get what I'm saying? That's
Right, right. I completely get where you're coming from, and it's okay to have the emotions, though. It's okay. Here's another thing, because I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I have to.
You got to go ahead. Because I remember you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but you mentioned something earlier to me on the drive about.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into. So Blunt is understand that like no president is perfect. Trump's not perfect. And there are people who might be getting the short end of the stick because of a few bad apples. I lied. A lot of bad apples that are probably illegal immigrants that made, basically people scared and made the vote that they did. Not only that, but also because of other economic reasons also. But we have to mention the elephant in the room where Trump actually took people from South Africa who were considered to be in danger. They were farmers. And this part of South Africa, there were Africans, black Africans, who were basically chanting, "Kill the farmer, kill the white man, kill the farmer, kill the white man." And it kind of almost promoted the death of certain, of white people in South Africa, right? And there's a lot of controversies. I'm not too familiar with the geopolitics of South Africa, but even Trump brought the South African leader to the office. He showed him a video. He's like, "Yo, look, y'all killing white farmers. What's going on?" And basically, the leader was trying to explain, "Yo, that's not what happened," and all of that. Racism is all over the world, but Trump took it upon himself to bring the South Africans into the country, which is very controversial.
Yeah,
you have people angry. They were like, "Yo, you want to kill? You're trying to kick out the Mexicans, kick out the Haitians. The Haitians, they're eating the dogs." I'm sorry, I had to.
Mind you, we don't like dogs. We don't eat dogs.
Not at all. But yeah, he's kicking out all of these other races, but the white South Africans he's bringing into America.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, news update.
Newsflash. Message. Listen,
there was a South African man, one of those refugees, who just killed his wife.
That's
on American soil.
That's
on American soil. So, listen, he's not perfect. We understand that.
Yeah.
Blunt is, it may seem that sometimes people are going more towards one side. Please jump in that pool. Don't just trust anything anybody says. Make your own decision. Everything has a nuance to it, especially when it comes to a president of the United States. Bro, they used to cut open pregnant women in front of other pregnant women on this soil.
Right. They used to do a lot of shit.
Just to instill fear into their bodies and their future generations. Come on, dog. Mm-hmm. There's nuance to USA, but you know what's going on today? You go to the park, you see children of all races playing together. Right. And happiness.
Yeah.
Getting an education, but we need to make the education better. You know what I'm saying? Going to the movies. We're privileged now. I ain't gonna lie.
We are privileged.
You know what I'm saying?
We are privileged as a country, yes.
But it's a great country, man.
Yeah.
That's why people want to come here so badly. They love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have our faults, especially, geopolitically around the world. Like, that's a whole nother story. And we're going to get into that Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
In another episode.
Next episode. But I just think it's just so crazy that there's, like, I want to know what the purpose the purpose of waving a Mexican flag and destroying that shit really
there were Mexicans reacting.
So this is the thing, right? This is what we have to really speak about. Are these really Mexicans that are doing this shit?
Can I say something real quick before? Don't lose that thought. I just wanted to mention there are Mexicans on TikTok, on social media, Mexican Americans who are illegal, who are ashamed of the behavior of some of these rioters.
And why do you think that is?
Oh, because they're Americans, and not only that, they respect the nation.
Law. Yeah, and just basic fucking laws, man.
Yeah,
just basic laws. It doesn't take a rocket science. Like, this is why I feel sorry for some of the American people who just you guys just get brainwashed way too easily.
Very easily. Man.
Way too easily. Like, sometimes you have to look at the information that's being presented to you and you're like, okay, why are you telling me this? Now, so to go back to what I was saying, we probably don't even. We're gonna go on the assumption that maybe these are Mexicans, but maybe they're not. Why? Because look at some of these people. They have their whole entire faces blocked off and covered. For all I know, this is an Asian man. This could be a Chinese man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. So I think you guys, President Trump, in this regard, does deserve a round of applause. And Florida too. Like, kick these motherfuckers out. Y'all want to act up? Get out.
Let me add on.
Get out of here.
Let me add on to what you're saying. You're saying they could be people with masks on and all of that.
And we don't know who they truly are impersonating as a Mexican.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that there aren't Mexican people within the riots, but what I'm saying is it's the perfect time to take advantage of the situation as a military person. Like, if I was in the military, I'm like, this is the perfect time to destroy some of the country and cause mayhem.
That's what I was trying to add on to. Right.
Go ahead. I want to hear your. I want to hear your thoughts on that.
I agree with you. Like Blunt here, this is where we get into the conspiracies of things, right? It can be that these masked individuals, some of them could be actual Mexicans or Mexican immigrants or whatever. Some liberals or Democrats who are trying to fight the system.
Show your faces. Don't be ashamed.
No, some of them do. That's the thing. Some of them do. But there are also some people who are agents of chaos. When we said not too long ago that they were letting in military-aged men from China, from all over the world through the Mexican border or whatever. Well, these people can be agents of chaos hired by other governments around the world trying to create chaos in America. Or these companies, Blunties, there are companies that you can pay that will send people, that will pay people to go in specific places to protest. This is just the truth. Yeah. They could wear a shirt for an hour. They get paid a certain amount of money for a cause. Just to have somebody on the street, you get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an unheard of idea. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It definitely is a possibility. Now, with all of these situations, how it became, like, I saw a video, this guy was driving down some part of LA, bro, just fires everywhere, smoke. Like,
who wants to live?
It's like it's the end of the world or something.
Like, to be honest, if we ever get to the point where we're burning this country down, at least let it be for Americans' sake. Like, we don't want other people coming into this country and burning it. If you guys want to come here and be terrorists, look, you're more than welcome, but don't be surprised when
you're not more than
you're not. You become unalive, because this is what it's going to. A lot of people are actually saying that, what if this is, what if a lot of people are saying, like, okay, is this like a plan to have like a civil war,
like trying to start a civil war.
Ain't
no civil war gonna fucking happen. It's not a big goddamn civil war. All right, they're just like, here's what some people do in the news, man. They use certain words to try to put certain people into fear. Oh, civil war. The only fear that we should be worried about for real is nuclear war. That's what you should be fearing. Right. That civil war is bullshit. The country has overwhelmingly already voted for exactly what's going on right now. Go ahead and ask motherfuckers who will see what's going on, who voted for him. I didn't know he was going to do that. No, yes, you did.
Right.
Secretly. Like, motherfuckers is at home. They outside.
They only pay attention what they want to pay attention to.
You see what they're doing? You see what they're doing? Look, right. Yo, man, that's terrible. Inside, he's like, yeah, get these niggas, get them out. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not, it's fucked up to a certain extent, because at the end of the day, you need that papa in the house that is gonna whoop your ass. Exactly. Some bullshit. So fuck that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that being soft, being scared of what some other person of some political background is gonna say to you, try to cancel you, label you a racist or whatever the fuck, just because you don't want motherfuckers in the country killing motherfuckers. Nah. There's more nuance to what everybody feels about the situation, and not everybody is a bad person, and that's just a fact. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. It's interesting though, man. It's interesting to see different people of different backgrounds react to it. Some people have different emotions, and then they forget, bro. They forget Obama deported the most people out of all presidents, including Trump. Motherfuckers never remember anything about that.
Actually, I think Bill Clinton. So people deported with no due process. Bill Clinton actually had, I think, like 12.3 million. He was the one that had the highest.
More than Obama?
Yeah, Obama had like 4 million. Obama had like 4 million. Bush had 9 million. Trump has about 1.2 million at the moment. so booyah. Here's some facts right there, dickheads.
But that's the thing. Nobody would actually know. All they see is an old white guy saying, they're eating the dogs. They're eating them. They're eating the dog.
Delectable.
They're taking the hot sauce, the pickles. They take the pickles. They thought I didn't know.
They make it look really spicy.
I almost tried it. I said, no, thank you. No, thank you.
I like my chicken.
Give me my McDonald's. That's all I need.
That's it.
My Pepsi, my Coke. No pickles on the dogs. All right, I'm having too much fun.
We are having fun, but do you have any final thoughts?
Oh yeah, man. All right, so my final thoughts on this is, Blunteers, understand this, man. If you see somebody who's Caucasian, somebody who's from this country or whatever, even if you are Caucasian, understand this. Don't feel bad for being okay with what's happening. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Violence is always wrong, whether it be against police officers, citizens, or whatever it may be. Understand the nuance of the situation. Love thy neighbor, of course, but we have to remember we live in a land of law, and we also are privileged to be in the United States of America, the best country in this damn world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my final thoughts on it, man. I don't feel no type of way about people getting deported. I feel a way about motherfuckers burning businesses down and shit like that, because I feel like as a whole, as a society, as humanity, we are at a different level, a different vibration right now, if that makes any sense, where we're more intellectual than that, man. We're just too smart, and there's better ways to get what we want while following the law.
Absolutely. With that being said,
what's your final thoughts on it?
With that being said, with great power comes great responsibility, and this is for Trump right here. We see you. We understand there's a lot of things that need to be done in this country, and the average man doesn't have the capability to get such things done. And we see what you're doing. And I would like to applaud Trump and all the and honestly, all the ICE agents and the National Guard that are handling this situation. You feel what I'm saying? Real stuff. But yeah, continue to keep doing what you do. Keep working out there, and if you don't want to get caught up, stay your ass in the house. Man. That's it.
What you say? Stay in the house. Stay in the house. Yo, one last thing, bro. Did you see that Mexican video, or was it a Colombian woman? She was known for being on the stage and saying, "We will vote for Donald Trump." You seen that video?
Don't tell me she got deported.
She got deported.
No.
No. ICE agents are basically they took her.
They detained her.
They detained her.
Come on, Trump. Come on.
She was a supporter.
Yeah,
Trump.
Get her out. We need her out.
We will vote for Donald Trump. Yo, it's the Blood of Reality. Make sure y'all like, subscribe.
Know what I mean?
Show love and all of that. You feel me?
All right, we lit, baby.
And we out.
On the pod with the mic and I ain't keeping it cool. Gotta bring the heat, gotta hit the street. Gotta stay 100, they ain't scaring me. You want a sense or a boss, you want a sense or a king. I'm not taking a loss, facts is all I bring. I'm speaking candidly, ancestors they stand with me. It's Pharaoh and Dessalines, the blunt of reality.